MLB Network has baseball coming your way from the home of the Mets, Citi Field. Opening day is here as we get the new season underway with a good matchup between the St. Louis Cardinals and the New York Mets. Hello again, everybody. Baseball is back. Welcome to our special opening day broadcast on MLB Network. I'm joined by Dan Plesac. And Dan, as we get things going this season, it's pitching that has to be key if this team's going to have success.
You know, I always think pitching and defense are the keys to success in the long run. So as the season gets started, it's going to be really important for this pitching staff to set a good tone. If they can get off on a good foot, it will do a lot for the confidence of the entire ball club.
The game's count starting now. Opening day on MLB Network, and it's coming up next. Back now as we draw ever closer to first pitch. Let's listen in to public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now, your New York Mets.
Quickly now, a look at the two men who are entrusted with the starting pitching assignment here to begin the new year. Now a chance to look at the starting nine for the visiting St. Louis Cardinals. Mark, what do you have on this lineup as they go for their first win?
Yeah, Matty, this team poses a lot of problems offensively. This is a scary lineup because they can beat you in a variety of ways. Not only do they have power in the middle of the order, but a ton of speed that can put some serious pressure on the defense.
Tom Seaver gets the call to pitch here on opening day in front of the hometown crowd. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, Matt, this is one of the game's all-time best pitchers. Over 300 career wins, and he's been doing his thing for a long time. It'll be interesting to see if he can continue that solid work in this one today, Matt.
Here's the defensive alignment for the New York Metropolitans. And guys, the thing I want you to take a look at today is in today's game, the new age, everyone wants to move around. This manager does not like to shift a lot. Maybe a step to your right or left, but there's a lot of trust that the pitchers are going to execute. So let's see how it works out for them in this one.
Stepping in, Ozzie Smith. He will lead this one off today. And that misses, ball four. So a good battle to begin the ball game today, but the leadoff man will reach first anyway.
That is not the way he wanted to start off this half inning. It's one thing to walk the leadoff hitter, but it's even more painful when the leadoff hitter is an absolute burner and he can really wreak some havoc on the bases.
The next to bat for St. Louis, Enos Slaughter. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Now the 1-1 pitch. High in the air out to center field. Cespedes will settle under it to make the play for the first out as the runner will have to head back to first.
Batting third, right fielder, Michael Lee.
Stepping in for the Cardinals, Michael Lee. First swings for him in this one with a runner still at first and one gone. Here's the 1-1. Pitch out. Nothing doing. Time to take a look at the umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Mike Fillmore.
Hey, D-Roll, Mike Fillmore, one of the most consistent umpires throughout the league. Both pitchers and position players love this guy.
Yeah, I think one of the best in the business. How I judge a good teammate is every day he opens that door. Is he consistent? Can I count on him? Mike Fillmore is the exact same way behind the dish.
Ball three.
He's having a really hard time finding his rhythm and finding the strike zone. It's going to allow this offense to keyhole him in big situations. He's got to figure it out pretty quick.
Smith stands at first with one out. before the 3-2, a move to first. And he'll dive back in safely. The 3-2 pitch. Takes this the other way to right. That's a hit, the first of the new year for the Redbirds. And they'll have runners at the corners following the 1-out single. And there's probably no happier person in the ballpark. Michael Lee has just collected his first hit in the big leagues. And as is customary, there's the ball being sent into the dugout. Someone will tuck it away for him to put in his trophy case.
Yeah, good for him, and congratulations. Listen, he's worked his entire lifetime for this moment, and he's obviously trying to play it cool right now, but you can bet inside his head, he's on top of the world.
Into the box now, Stan Musial. Strike 2 called, and it's full 3-2.
With 2 strikes now and a runner at first, do you go for the strikeout, or you're still looking for the double play ball?
This is a great spot to be in as a pitcher. You have 2 strikes, you can bury one for a potential strikeout, and at worst, keep the ball down in the zone. You might be able to turn one pitch into an ending double play.
High fly ball out to deep right field. Nimmo going back on it. Gone into the upper tank. So it's a 3-run shot to straightaway right field. First home run of the campaign for him. And the Cardinals lead it now 3-0.
That wasn't a particularly deep home run by today's standards, but it certainly did scream out of the park in a hurry. You see there on show track an impressive 112 miles an hour off the bat.
Stepping in now, Lou Brock. Tries to change up on him there, but it's a ball, 2-1.
Well, I think he just kind of lost focus on the mound right there. It's clearly not going his way, and he's thinking more about that than the task at hand. And right now he needs to think about this hitter.
This is hit the other way out toward left field. Moving under it, Conforto. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
Batting second, third baseman number 13, Matt Carpenter.
Here's Matt Carpenter. Three runs already home here. Hard hit ball to second. He's got it. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. But the Cards strike for 3, all coming courtesy of this 3-run home run. Home half of the first now from Citi Field. It's now a 3-0 lead for St. Louis. With a moment here in Flushing Meadows, let's meet the Mets. D-Row, what do you got on this lineup in the series opener?
Well, Matty, this lineup's going to have to find a way to score early. Get this pitcher uncomfortable, stay on the attack, get into the bullpen. That's the name of the game. They let this guy settle in, he'll breeze through 7 strong.
Bob Gibson is on the mound for the season opener on the road in this one. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
This guy has 3 pitches that he brings into his mix. And if he has all of them working, he has a chance to be really solid. A good pitcher, but he needs command of all 3 of his pitches.
The St. Louis Cardinals attack you on defense in this fashion. And let's focus on the captain of the defense, Yadier Molina. Future Hall of Famer, ability to control a pitching staff and shut down the opposition's running game.
Now batting, number 68. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Swung on and missed. He didn't even come close to contact on a ball way out of the zone. 1 out.
On the mound, he's thinking, grab some pine, Rook. Listen, for almost everyone, the adjustment to hitting big league pitching is a big one. Some guys have success when they first get called up, But as soon as teams start figuring out how to get you out, that's when the learning process really starts.
Well, they'll run this one in on him, and he can't connect, so he finds himself down 1-2 now.
Two things pitchers really love: called strike threes and jamming hitters. How about that? Talk about that jam right there. That's about as good as it gets.
Right side. And he'll step on first himself for the out.
Well executed two-seamer on the outside corner that time, and that's what you'll get a lot of with that pitch. He rolled right over it.
Next for the Mets, Mike Piazza. No one aboard for him, and 2 gone here in the first. Ready with the 1-1 pitch. Oh, they have him looking awfully confused up there right now. It's 1-2.
After that swing, you just got to reset yourself. You still have a strike to work with, and you can't be thinking about how silly you just looked on that last pitch.
2-2 to the Mets catcher. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. Ready with another 2-2. Hit hard on the ground to the right. Taken in by Wong. They'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. Down in order go the Mets. They trail in this one 3-0. Standing in, Yadier Molina. He'll get us started in the top of the second. A ball and 2 strikes now. Coming down in buckets. Cats and dogs. Insert metaphor here, and the forecast is not showing any signs of relief.
Total agreement, Matt, and particularly that pitcher's mound. You know, one of the things you have to really be careful, not just for the position players, but that mound gets awfully slippery and awfully wet when it becomes moist like it is right now. So the umpires are going to have to really pay attention to the conditions on the field.
And he takes ball 3, so it's a full count now.
Wow, I think the heart of this system is right on top of us because it is really coming down out there. This isn't an easy sport to play in the rain.
Now the 3-2 pitch. On the fists and a jam shot to the right side. And there's out number 1.
Batting 8, second baseman, Colton Wong.
Digging in, Colton Wong, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Hit on the ground out to short. Throw gets him, 2 down.
Batting 9th, pitcher, Bob Gibson.
So in now is the Cardinals pitcher, Bob Gibson. Seaver peers in, ready with the 1-1 pitch. A swing and a miss. He's behind the big curveball.
Hey, I don't know what happened in between innings, but he went down that tunnel with a few of his teammates and some coaches and found a way to regroup because he's been really good this second inning. After going out in the first, I thought it was going to be a super short outing.
And he fouls this one off. 2 out, nobody on. Grounded down the third baseline. And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit.
Boy, D, you're talking about frustrating as a pitcher. You have the pitcher up with 2 outs, and he extends the inning there with a base hit.
Yeah, it's funny. I've hit 8th in my career, and the grind was to try and get the pitcher up so you could waste that out and flip the lineup over. This guy took it into his own hands and did just that. By getting a knock, now we could have some issues here.
Into the box, Ozzie Smith fouled away. Yeah, the rain starting to intensify here. It's coming down a little heavier now. We'll see how much longer the umpires can wait.
Well, you could say that again, Matt. It's raining cats and dogs out there. Make sure you don't step in a poodle. I think it's time to get the grounds crew out.
Gibson leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. And the slider misses here, so he runs the count full, 3-2.
All right, 3-2 count with 2 outs. The runner on first will be moving, so we'll see what happens. There are a lot of possible outcomes with this kind of play.
Lifted in the air out to center field. Cespedes on the move. He can't get there as it falls in. So now they'll have runners on the corners with 2 away.
Hey, nice job all around right there. He's able to get a head start, full count, 2 outs. You know he's going right there. Batter didn't come out of his zone, no. Drove a nice single into the outfield. Now we got runners on first and third.
Standing in now, Enos Slaughter lifted down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball. The 1-2 misses, ball 2.
1 pitch shy of 40 for him right now, and he's not even out of the 2nd inning of work. He's definitely not being as efficient on the mound as he'd like.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. Hit out towards second. Scooped up. On to first, and the Redbird rally goes for naught as that ends the inning. So after the 3 spot last time around, he's able to bounce back and hang a 0 here. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2. The Cardinals lead it 3-0. Leading off the inning, Michael Conforto, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
2 balls and a strike to count. Three and 1 to the Mets left fielder. Waiting his turn on deck, Yoenis Cespedes. Takes ball 4. Leadoff man's aboard here to begin the home half of the 2nd.
You know, it takes a lot of discipline to watch a pitch like that go by, but on a 3-1 count, he had the luxury of being a little bit more selective up there. Good take and a walk is the result.
Next up from New York, Yoenis Cespedes. First chance for him here with a man on following the leadoff walk. Pitch. Fouled off. Another payoff pitch. And he lays off there, ball 4. So back-to-back walks have him in business here with nobody out.
We knew coming into this game that this guy has a tendency to give up a lot of free passes, and history repeats itself as he's already given up 2 walks here. I'll tell you, effectively wild is a pretty tough thing to be.
At the plate, Brandon Nimmo. The 1-2. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Working for the punch out, and the offering lifted the other way down the left field line.
Brock's in pursuit,
and that's the first out of the inning.
Batting seventh, third baseman, Tom Frazier.
So runners at first and second here with one away, and standing in a power threat in Todd Frazier, the third baseman. One and two now.
Just reached back and threw a high fastball right by him. He didn't stand a chance.
Conforto on second. Cespedes at first. One gone. And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. The 2-2. And a fastball blew it right by him, and there are two down.
Talk about blowing it by a guy. Geez, I mean, that fastball was way behind him when the swing came through the zone. I have to think he was looking for something off speed, and he just couldn't pull the trigger on that fastball.
Into the box now, Ahmed Rosario. 2 balls and a strike to Ahmed Rosario.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be aggressive. You can pretty much count on a pitcher. He's trying to get back in the strike zone. And with 2 guys on base right here, it's time to grip it and rip it.
Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. Oh, and not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did somehow, and he's got it to 3-1. The 3-1 towards second. That's a hit, their first of the new season. And that'll put him on the board as it's now a 3-1 contest.
Beggars can't be choosers right there. We love those lawn darts. Doesn't matter how they come. Jammed off the end of the bat, doesn't matter.
Stepping in now, Tom Seaver. And he'll look at a fastball here that's close, but it's 2-1 now.
Hey, here's a case right here, Dewar, where as a pitcher you could really help himself. With a 2-out RBI here, this would be a huge run if he could drive this run in.
Dan, this is already a win-win in my book for the 8-hole hitter to grab an RBI knock. Not only does he get the pitcher up, he turns the lineup over for next inning. This is unbelievable.
Heading out towards shallow right. Lee sprinting after it. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. The sights and sounds of a day at the ballpark. Oh, my goodness. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. Striding in once again, Michael Lee. He reached on a single in his first try. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Fouled straight back, and that got up here to the press box. The 0-2 once more. Misses for ball 1. And the fastball easy to lay off that time. 2-2.
That's a good take on that fastball there. You know he's looking for something up there to drive, but that was just a little above his happy zone. Not everyone has the discipline to hold back on those.
Here now the 2-2. Gets him swinging. He struck him out.
Oh, I love watching a pitcher that can run a good hard fastball in on a guy's hands and completely lock him up. That's such a tough pitch to do anything with. If you can locate your fastball there consistently, you're going to have a lot of success as a pitcher.
Into the box, Stan Musial.
And that last at bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter. So I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out and try not to throw it right down the middle of the plate.
Here's the pitch on 2-2. And it's fouled away. Third inning here. 3-1 our score. Oh, and he struck him out as well. So he's carving right through the heart of this lineup as there are 2 away now.
Certainly not showing any signs of intimidation with these middle of the order guys. That's back-to-back Ks. And the 3 and 4 guys are harmlessly back in the dugout.
Digging in now, Lou Brock. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. High and deep down the left field line. And this will wind up a foul ball. Seaver has the sign. 1-2 on its way. Down the line and fair. That's a hit. Legs churning. He's headed for second. And he'll make it to second base now with 2 gone.
Let's slow this one down and take another look. Great camera angle here. Looking straight down the left field line. You see him take that inside route to the ball. His hands stay back, and he goes oppo to find himself at second.
In now, Matt Carpenter. Grounded to the right. And that is into right field, a base hit. And the run will score from second base as they open it up now 4-1.
Well, when you've got a guy with speed like that, he's going from second to home on a base hit just about every time. The top speed here on show track is about as fast as you'll ever see, and he ended up making that play not even close.
Standing in now, Yadier Molina. And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball.
Now there's your textbook waste pitch right there. Try and get the eye level up. Let's see if he comes back with another fastball elevated or drops a hammer off.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. And this one gets away. And that'll hurt as the runner will move into scoring position now.
Well, the intent there with that 2-strike pitch was obviously to get him to fish for something he couldn't do a whole lot with, but there's the risk that comes with that as well. If you don't execute or your catcher can't handle it very well, you give up 3 bases.
Here's the 2-2. And that slider's almost in the dirt.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
Carpenter stands at second with 2 gone. Line toward right center, and that's going to get down out there. And they'll add 1 more to the lead. It's now a 5-1 ball game.
Second baseman number 16, Colton Wong.
Colton Wong will stand in. The 1-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. It's the Cardinals 5 and the Mets 1. Stepping up now, number 68. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Oh, a fastball swung on and missed, and for the second time today, he's gone on strikes.
That's his second strikeout of the game. I wouldn't be surprised if a coach finds him in the dugout and gives him a little talk about shortening up and putting the ball in play. Good things tend to happen when you do that in these kinds of conditions.
And that brings up the former MVP, Keith Hernandez. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2.
Pretty impressive back-to-back strikeouts to start the inning. What's even more important is now he gets to face the middle of the order without anybody on base for them to drive in.
Stepping in now, Mike Piazza. Now a fastball, but that's easy to lay off, and it's back to even at 2-2. Fastball is outside, and it's full now, 3-2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And that misses, ball 4, and now the Mets have themselves a 2-out base runner.
And I'm sure the manager is just fine with that. I mean, it's better to battle a slugger like that to the end and end up walking him than serving on up where he can really hurt you.
At the plate, Michael Conforto. He drew a walk his first time up. Pulled toward right center field. Slaughter on the move. And that retires the side. Mets leave 1. They're down here 5-1. Next to hit will be the pitcher, Bob Gibson. Cardinals pitcher up there with a 1-2 count. And he fouls this one off. This is flared out towards second. And he'll turn and try the jump throw to first. Throw got him, and that's a gorgeous play.
Now, this is not an easy play when you have to range to your right. He really didn't have a chance to get his feet set, so this is all arm. Nicely done.
Into the box now, Ozzie Smith. And he takes one off the inside corner for ball 2. 2-2.
Obviously not where he wanted that curveball to end up, but I guess it fooled him enough to get the swing and miss.
Missed with a breaking ball. The 3-2 one more time. Swing and a liner. Quick hands over there at third as he takes it for the second out.
Center fielder, number 9, Enos Slaughter.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Enos Slaughter. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame. 5-1 our score as we play the 4th here. Not quick enough that time, and he's lucky to get another chance. Count remains full. Seaver's ready. Here's the 3-2. Lifted down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball. Payoff pitch one more time. This is on the ground over to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the Cardinals. They lead this one, though, 5-1. Here's Yoenis Cespedes. He's set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
In today's game, everybody's trying to work off the mound north-south, trying to elevate that heater. He wanted that pitch right there, but I can tell you as an offensive player, I'd rather give you 6 inches off east-west than to have you call that high fastball.
Now the 2-1 pitch. Swing and a ground ball to third, but this will be a foul ball as that evens things at 2-2. Full count, 3-2. Brandon Nimmo waits on deck. Grounded back up the middle. And a throw over by Ozzy's in time, 1 away.
The right fielder, number 9, Brandon Nimmo.
And here's the former first-round draft choice, Brandon Nimmo. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. 1 run, just 1 hit, and no errors on the Mets line score so far. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Third baseman, number 21, Todd
Digging in for his
Frazier.
second at-bat, Todd Frazier. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Look into Molina, now the 1-1. Hit hard on the ground to second. That's through for a base hit, and he's 1 for 2 now. So we'll go a little deeper into the bottom of the 4th as that extends the inning.
There's a hard-hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dan. Sent it back right where it came from.
In now, Ahmed Rosario. Had him off stride that time, and it's 1-2. Here's the 1-2. Hard hit ball to second. Wong is there. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Fair to say, oh my goodness, these folks are not headed for a career on Broadway. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. Ready for another chance? Michael Lee. The 1-2. Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here.
That wasn't a terrible pitch right there, but if he's going to execute and get this swing and a miss, he's going to have to get that ball a little bit further down, maybe even potentially bounce the next one.
1-2 pitch is a slider that misses. 2-2.
This kind of hitter right here, we call this guy a grinder. What are grinders? They just kind of foul off some good pitches. They lay off the pitches just off the plate. This is every pitcher's nightmare, a guy that's up there with a plan and not just up there swinging at anything that you throw towards home plate.
Fouled away. Now another 2-2. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Rosario's got it cleanly, and the fifth inning will start with a ground out, one away.
Not a lot you can do with that pitch. That fastball just ate him up inside and gets the soft grounder for the out.
And now the Cardinals' number 4 hitter, Stan Musial. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat. Oh, and he's going to get rung up on a curveball, and that looked like a questionable strike at best. 2 away.
Well, no preferential treatment there. Sometimes we see great hitters have their calls go their way on close pitches, but not this time. I think that was actually a good take, but on 2 strikes, anything that close can go either way.
Standing in now, Lou Brock. This one is fouled away up to the concourse area. The next 3-2. Got him swinging as he runs the fastball by him to end the inning. Down in order go the Cardinals. They're up 5-1. Austin Jackson will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 16, Austin Jackson.
Oh, 2-1. Looks like a left-hander has begun to get loose out in that Mets bullpen. The 2-1 is laid off up for ball number 3.
Call didn't go his way on 2-1, but it's important here on 3-1 to still make a quality pitch. You have to have the mindset that you're still the one in the driver's seat.
It's up to a 3-2 full count now. And Dan, that's a pretty good example of why he's such a great pitcher.
Yeah, stuff. Stuff is obviously the important key to being dominant on the mound, but it doesn't mean a whole lot if you don't have outstanding control to go along with it. But he does, and he really spotted that pitch.
Down the third baseline. Throw on to first in time, 1 away.
Now batting, number 68.
Now back to the top of the Mets order, digging in, number 68. Been a strikeout victim twice in this one. The 3-0 pitch is in there for strike one. Holds off on the slider, and that's a good idea as it's ball 4.
Now batting, third baseman.
And that brings up the former MVP Keith Hernandez. He's grounded out and struck out in his 2 trips to the plate. The 1-1 home. Runners on the move for second. Strike taken to throw. And it skips in as he steals the bag easily. The 1-2. Popped him up. Wong is under it. And that's the second out of the inning.
Up next for the Mets, catcher, Mike Piazza.
Coming to the plate now, Mike Piazza. It was a walk in his last trip. The 3-1 pitch. And that misses, ball 4. So it's first and second now with 2 out. So that's the second walk he's worked in this one.
Yeah, and that seems to be a popular approach when this guy steps in. He can really hurt you with one swing. So I think the idea is mostly not to let this one guy beat you, Matt.
Into the box, Michael Conforto. And he lays off this one down and in for ball 2.
A lot of times you see guys get too aggressive and try to do too much at the plate with guys on, but right here he's doing a great job of waiting on the right pitch. Got himself ahead in the count now.
Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
I know this team has been struggling offensively, but here's a perfect situation with a 3-1 count. You have a chance to do some damage. You know you're getting a guaranteed fastball.
Set, and the 3-1 pitch is swung on and missed, and that's a full count now. 3 balls and 2 strikes.
I don't blame the batter for pulling the trigger right there. Those fastballs light up your eyes, and you can occasionally do damage with them, but he wasn't able to catch up with that one.
He's ready. Now the payoff pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out with a 2-seamer, and the inning is over. A couple of walks, but no damage. Back with more on opening day after this. Jason Vargas takes over to start the 6th inning on the mound.
Number 40, Jason Vargas.
Here's Matt Carpenter. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far.
I think he's forgotten about sometimes, Matt Carpenter. When we talk about the best hitters in our sport, I think he's one of the more underrated offensive players.
Back up the middle. That gets through, and he'll reach base again on his 2nd base hit of the game. So the inning's underway with the Cardinals getting their leadoff hitter on base.
Hey guys, he's not known for being a singles hitter right here, but that's his 2nd knock of the game.
And I'm sure he'll take him, but the guys on the other side of the scorecard might be thinking we really avoided a worse fate. Ready once again, Yadier Molina, a hit in 2 tries so far.
I mean, Yadi, when he first broke on the scene, was a defender first and foremost. You can't say that anymore. I mean, he's evolved into a really, really nice offensive player.
And this pitch misses for a ball. 2-1 now to Molina. Carpenter on at first, nobody out. Swing, and he pops him up.
Coming in is Nimmo.
But he won't get there. It falls in. And now they'll have runners at the corners to start off the inning.
Danny, how frustrating is this right here? First and third, you got problems all over the place.
Boy, you come right out of the dugout, right? You're starting an inning fresh. You're expecting to have a 1-2-3 inning. You look up, and all of a sudden, first and third, nobody out. It's time to make some good pitches.
Stepping in now, Colton Wong. Fouled off. He's set. Here's the 2-2. And this pitch is lined softly here to the right side. Foul.
I always say hitting's a process of elimination at the plate. I think he could go ahead and eliminate changeup. 2 in a row back to back. I don't think there'll be a third.
Full count now, 3-2.
I don't think he can afford another base runner here. So whatever pitch he feels best about, whichever one he feels most comfortable with, that's the one I expect him to turn to.
Making him sweat out there. The 7th pitch coming up. Lazy fly ball out to center field. Here comes Cespedes, but he can't make the play as it finds the outfield grass. And the runner from third crosses the plate. It's 6-1.
Hey, Dero, they're making this guy pay. That's 3 straight singles and a run driven in.
Yeah, nothing hit extremely hard. Killing them softly, station to station with those knocks.
Into the box now. Bob Gibson got it back in time there, and it's 2-1.
Well, you know, giving up 3 straight hits is bad enough, but now it looks like he's starting to nibble a little bit. It's hard not to when you're getting hit, but you don't want to put yourself at bad counts.
6 runs, 10 hits, and no errors so far for the Redbirds. Shows bunt here, but this one misses. Ball 3.
Yeah, now you've got a guy up there trying to give you an out by bunting. So the last thing you want to do is waste pitches and maybe put yourself in a situation where you could walk him.
Out of the stretch, here's his 3-1 home. And he'll indeed square on 3-1 as he gets this one down. On to first, and they get the double play.
Oh, that's the last thing you want to happen when you're trying to bunt a guy into scoring position. He got it down, but you have to deaden the ball, too. Otherwise, these infielders just eat it up and turn it into a double play.
Standing in now, Ozzie Smith. And he missed with it there. Ball 4. It's a 2-out walk with the runner still at third.
It was obvious when the count ran to 2-0 that they were not going to give this guy anything to hit. Sometimes you have to pick your battles, and they're going to try their luck with the next hitter.
Stepping into the box, Enos Slaughter, and their runners at the corners now. Vargas sets. Here it comes on 3-2. Hit out towards second. Scooped up on the backhand. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. So it's a run on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on. The 5, 6, and 7 slots due up in the bottom of inning number 6. St. Louis is out in front, 6-1. Here's Yoenis Cespedes. He'll start things out in the 6th for a lineup that really hasn't found its groove in this one.
Yeah, only 2 hits so far, Matt, and not very many hard hit balls either. We'll see if they can start making some adjustments.
Line to the right side. And that's a base hit. 1 for 2 in his first couple of plate appearances. So that puts the leadoff man aboard to get the inning underway.
Boy, that wasn't a very good pitch there. Up and away. That breaking ball, Dero, that slider intended to be down and away. Instead, it was up and away.
Yeah, that was definitely a missed spot right there, Dan. You saw the batter's eyes light up, and he didn't miss it.
In now, Brandon Nimmo. Fastball not close, and he runs it to 2 balls and a strike.
You can't allow this offense to get going right here. Leadoff man on doesn't kill us. Let's try and roll a double play right here. Let's execute a good pitch down and away. See if we can get a ground ball and rely on your defense a little bit.
Set, and the 2-1 pitch. Ball even at 2-2. Cespedes gets his lead at first, nobody out. Lifted the other way down the left field line.
Brock waits on it.
1 out.
Third baseman, number 21, Todd Frazier.
Now at the plate, Todd Frazier, 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. Runners on first with 1 down. And it's full now, 3-2.
Hey, this pitcher better watch himself right here. The way this guy's swinging, he's got aggressive things on his mind.
He's set. Here's the 3-2. Hit back up the middle. Smith is up with it. Step on the bag for 1. On the first, it's a double play. As their woes continue, the inning is over. Mets go down quickly. The lead remains 5. It's 6-1. Welcome back to Citi Field in Flushing. 7th inning upon us with the Cardinals out on top, and it's time to check out the game summary to see how we got here. Striding into the box, Michael Lee. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. 0-2 pitch is a sinker that misses, but he's still in command. 1-2. Couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Ball 2. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. But that'll hit off the wall in left center. And he will make it there as the Cardinals get a man into scoring position on the leadoff double.
Any hitter will tell you that a shot like that just feels different. It sounds different off the bat. See his arms get extended, right arm tucked up against his body, barrel the bat all over the ball, and he smokes it right off the wall in left center. A little more hang time, and that one probably gets out of here.
No one out with a runner at second. Ready with another 0-2. Swing and a little tapper. That winds up foul. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses. 1-2. Ready to deliver the 1-2. And he turns on one, sending it high and deep to right. And a leaping effort at the wall, but it's in vain. A home run. A two-run blast to straightaway right field. His second home run of the game, as this is now a 7-run ball game.
I think if this pitch would have been a little higher and in on his hands, it would have been effective. But he left this one belt high. Big mistake. He's a guy that will feast on belt high pitches on the inner half, which is pretty obvious now.
Stepping in now, Lou Brock. Fastball is taken for a strike, and he runs it full 3-2. And he takes ball 4, so he's on. And as you know, that often means the steal could be in order here.
Well, it's obvious that earlier home run he gave up is still on his mind. He had him 3-2, but he didn't want to give him anything over the heart of the plate to hit. So we'll see if that walk comes back to hurt him.
Ready for another shot now. Matt Carpenter. He singled his last time up. The 1-1. Now a chopper to first, might only get one.
Hernandez grabs it cleanly.
And this will wind up working as a sacrifice as he steps on first, allowing the runner to move into second.
The batter, number 4, catcher Yadier Molina.
In now, Yadier Molina. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. The 3-2 pitch. Softly hit to the left side. And plenty of time over there at third to get a glove up, and there are 2 down.
Second baseman, number 16, Colton Wong.
Here's the second baseman, Colton Wong. It was an RBI single for him in his last plate appearance. Brock at second with 2 down. On the ground to third. And this gets right through him, and that may be a run. They're going to extend their lead as the runner scores from second.
Well, due to the elite speed, some say he's in scoring position even when he's starting from first. And here Showtrack demonstrates why, as we see the incredible top speed as he came around to score pretty easily from second.
Into the box, Bob Gibson. And the changeup is way low that time.
Well, this inning pretty much has been one to forget for him, but he's still out there. And it's only going to get worse if he dwells on it and lets the frustration take over. Easier said than done, though.
The 2-1 pitch. Changeup gets him out in front for strike 2.
Count 2-2.
Coming up now on 30 pitches in the inning. Hard hit ball to second. Beautiful diving stop. He's up with it. The throw. It's in time. 3 thumbs up here in the booth following this gorgeous play at second base. More opening day baseball coming up following this. Now at the plate, Ahmed Rosario. Look into Molina, now the 1-1. And the pitch misses low and away for ball 2. This is hit high in the air out toward left center.
Brock waits on it.
1 out.
Up next for the Mets, catcher, Jason Vargas. Your
Jake
attention,
Bruce
please.
move out into the
Base
on
hitting
deck
for the
circle
Mets.
now as he'll hit
Number
for the
19,
pitcher Vargas.
Jay Bruce.
Swing and a miss on the fastball, and it's 1-2. Bruce, 30 years of age. He was a first-round pick back in 2005.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on the superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has, nice pick.
And he'll step on first himself for the out.
The batter, number 68.
So the lineup flips over and digging in, number 68. Fourth trip to the plate now, and he's hitless to this point.
Yeah, he and his teammates have really been shut down by some very good pitching in this one. Been fun for a guy like me to watch.
The 1-1 home is put in play to the right side of the infield. Wong charging in on it, and that will conclude matters here in the 7th. Mets go down 1-2-3. They trail big. It's 9-1. Anthony Swarzak comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one.
Swarzak.
Ozzie Smith will be the first one to greet him here as he'll be forced to turn around and hit from the left side now. Popped him up. Frazier in foul ground, and that's the first out of the inning.
Center fielder, number 9.
Well, that graphic there tells you all you need to know about this particular ball game. 9-1 is our score as we draw ever nearer to the end of this one. Digging in, Enos Slaughter. He was a ground out victim last time up. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. High pop up. Frazier over to his left. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
The right fielder, number 8, Michael Lee.
Stepping in, Michael Lee. He's doubled and singled in 4 at-bats in this contest. That misses, and we're even at 2-2. And it looks now like a right-hander's begun to get loose in the Mets bullpen. 2 out, nobody on.
Back-to-back breaking balls. He just missed that one right there, fouling it away. Do not expect a third.
The 2-2 one more time. He stays alive, still 2-2. Here's another 2-2. Turned on down the line. But this is going to be a foul ball as that keeps things at 2-2. The 2-2 one more time. Line drive to center field, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. So the 2-out hit keeps the top of the 8th inning extended.
Dan, right here you see a situation where no doubles defense comes back to bite you. As a pitcher, were you even aware when guys are playing a foot off the track?
I'll be honest with you, D-Roll. You're so concerned about on the mound trying to get that white ball to that dark brown or black glove. that I never really ever turned around to even notice where they were playing. I was there.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. One left for the Cardinals, but they still hold a commanding 9-1 lead. Striding in, Keith Hernandez. We're in the 8th now, and nothing's changed out there on the mound.
Well, I've been very impressed with how this starter's going about his business, Matt. He's looked really sharp, and it's hard to know if it's had any effect, but getting that early lead from his offense could have really helped settle him in.
Sent on the ground out to second. Wong gets to it. Throw to first is in time for the first out.
Up next for the Mets, catcher, Mike Piazza.
Stepping into the box, Mike Piazza. He's 0 for 1 thus far. The 1-2 is looked at for ball number 2. The 2-2 is looked at, and the count moves full.
That's a classic piece of pitching right there. You have to back hitters away from the plate to make them a little bit uncomfortable. Now you can go inside or outside. I like that purpose pitch.
The 3-2 pitch. This is on the ground over to first. Musial right there, and he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
Now batting, left fielder, Michael Conforto.
And next will be the Mets cleanup hitter, Michael Conforto. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. The 1-1 home. And it's fouled away. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And it's to 2-2 now with the bases empty and 2 gone here in the inning. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. Down in order go the Mets. They trail big. It's 9-1. Digging in to try it again, Lou Brock. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. And this pitch misses here. It's ball 4, and they've got a leadoff base runner aboard to start the 9th.
Third baseman number 13, Matt Carpenter.
Here's Matt Carpenter. 2 hits in 4 attempts to this point. The 1-1 is in there for strike number 2. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
Don't be surprised if he gets another back foot slider right here. Don't think for a second, just because he took the first one, that this pitcher won't come back exactly the same way.
Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you see that ball as a hitter, you think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good high hard fastball.
Popped him up. And a great diving effort there, but it'll just tip off his glove, and it's a base hit.
Second baseman, number 16, Colton Wong.
Here's the second baseman, Colton Wong. Brock at second. Molina is over at first with one away. This is popped up. The 1-2. And another foul ball. Again, a 1-2. High in the air down the right field line. Nimmo is out near the wall as he pulls it in for the second out. And he'll make it up safely to third, so they're at the corners now with 2 men out.
Up next for the Cardinals, pitcher Bob Gibson.
So here now is the pitcher, Bob Gibson. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Runners on first and third, 2 away. And now a fastball, but he's able to hold off on it, and it's 2-1 now. Now the 2-1 pitch. Sinking liner toward left. Base hit, and that'll get a run in.
Boy, that's a tough one right there if you're a pitcher, Dero. You're facing the opposing pitcher, and you give up a 2-out RBI.
I got to believe he's contemplating retirement. A 2-out knock given up to the opposing pitcher.
Listen, as a pitcher, you hate to give up base hits, but you doubly hate to give up base hits to the opposing pitcher.
Into the box now, Ozzie Smith. 2-1. Two down, runners at first and second. Looked like he got fooled on the speed there. 2-2. The 2-2. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Calling for it, Conforto. And the inning is over. 2 hits here in the inning lead to a run for the Redbirds. 5, 6, and 7 will lead things off in the bottom of the 9th. The Cardinals are out in front 10-1. Here's Yoenis Cespedes starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
Now the 3-2 pitch. It's the top of the zone. He struck him out looking.
Now batting, right fielder.
At the plate, Brandon Nimmo. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Fastball, and ooh, that ran in and drilled him.
Well, they say beggars can't be choosers, and when you're losing, you can't always choose how you get on base, but you've got to get on any way that you can, so he'll take that, even though it probably hurts a little bit.
There goes Cardinal manager Mike Matheny on his way out to the mound. And we're going to have a pitching change, as that's going to be all for his starter this afternoon. So a strong performance here as he worked his way into the ninth, but he'll let the bullpen try and close with the final 2 outs. Jordan Hicks enters from the bullpen, hoping to get the final 2 outs and put this one into the win column. Todd Frazier will be the first to greet him here as he'll stand in with a runner at first and 1 away. The 1-1 is laid off for ball 2. Cardinals are going to get something going in the bullpen now as a left-hander has begun to get loose. The 2-1 pitch is a fastball swung on and missed. 2-2. A swing and a shot hit down the corner, and it'll fade just at the end and winds up a long foul ball. Here now the 2-2 is looked at for ball 3.
Not a bad time right here to put that runner in motion. 3-2 count, you send the runner, and if it's a bad pitch, it's ball 4.
Nimmo leads off first with 1 away. And he misses ball 4. So he comes out of the bullpen and immediately walks the first man he faces.
It's all a part of learning how to pitch in the big leagues. Major league hitters will not bail you out by swinging at pitches out of the zone. So he's going to have to continue to learn how to get guys out at this level.
So digging in now, Ahmed Rosario. It was a fly out for him in his last trip. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Lee is after it. He gets there and makes a fine running play for the second out.
Now batting, Hector.
David Wright will start to loosen up in the on-deck circle as he'll bat with 2 on and 2 out here.
Right.
And there's ball 2 now. And a fastball just a bit up. Two men are on with 2 men out. And he lays off ball 4. So he comes right off the bench and works the walk. Usually easier said than done.
That is just a great at-bat there. When you're down late, you need base runners any way you can get them. And that never say die mentality could be the difference. We'll see how it plays out.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go number 68. 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ballgame. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Fastball stays way up that time for ball 2.
Well, when the pressure starts to intensify, it often feels like the strike zone gets harder and harder to hit. This is a big spot here.
Two balls and a strike. Here it is. Lifted the other way down the left field line. And that will end up a foul ball. The Mets down to their final strike. Outside and a full count, 3-2.
Looked to me like he tried to do way too much on that 2-2 pitch. You don't have to come into the zone on that count, but a pitch that far outside isn't going to tempt anyone to swing.
And he holds up on this one, but it's a called strike 3. And with that, the ball game is over.
On paper, this had the makings of a real hard-fought game, but paper and reality, those are two different things. They pulled away and never looked back. How about to a tune of a 9-run victory?
10-1, the final lopsided score in this ball game. The St. Louis Cardinals get the win after banging out 16 total hits. Bob Gibson earns his first win of the season, turning in 8 1/3 of quality work. So that'll just about do it. For my partners Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching a presentation of MLB Network. So long, everybody.
Our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious St. Louis Cardinals. 10 runs on 16 hits. No errors. They left 9 runners on base. For the Mets, 1 run on 3 hits. No errors. They left 10 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 24 minutes. Our paid attendance this afternoon at Citi Field, 45,000. The Mets thank you for your continued support and remind you to please drive home safely.